Hello, everybody. Good evening from Las Vegas. We are going to be bringing you guys day 3 of the 10X Growth Conference. And just so you know, we're bringing you guys this data and information. We invested $15,000 to be in these seats. And we'll tell you a little bit about why we invest that much into these seats like this. But we're going to give you guys our top takeaways from today from multi-billionaires, from people like Ryan Reynolds. Some of you might now know that person. Our top takeaways from the top people in the world on what we got from it. Thank you, Grant Cardone, for putting this on for us and so many of the people that were there. Over 100,000 people attended, and we're just so grateful for that. So with that being said, go ahead, Miriam.
So we didn't introduce ourselves. We take full responsibility for that. So my name is Marisa Al Ali Zastupel. I put God first. It is my story, and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. So everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is in service of something bigger than who I am.
Yes. Wow, you look beautiful, by the way.
I know, I'm pretty.
Yes. And my name is Alex Zastupel. My purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence. Again, this is number 3 out of the 3-part series that we are doing in this on what we took away from the 10X Growth Conference. So with that being said, go ahead, Miriam, you can start.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Before I start, I just want to let you guys know that Alex and I, we run an educational company. It's called the Clear and Conquer, where we help people get clear on their goals and conquer their future with the spirit through the use of our educational services. And for us to provide our clients with the best educational services, as Miriam and Alex, and as our company, we need to keep investing in ourselves, and we need to keep getting results for ourselves so we can help our clients get results. So today, day 3. Again, I was wondering, like, Cardone over-delivered on day 1. And on day 2, I'm like, what's going to happen on day 3? And the day 3, the billionaires who showed up, the impact that we got to witness, the opportunities and the networking and the amazing, beautiful people who we met. Again, it's 10x. It only gets bigger from here. So one of my main takeaways from today specifically is toward the very end, of course, the last speaker. I think that was an amazing touch.
Yeah.
The last speaker of the series of the 10X Growth Conference, which was the last one, is Grant Cardone, of course, you know. I should have guessed it the minute I saw the board.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't put, I didn't click with me until to the very end.
It clicked with me on the board, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. For me, I'm like, it's what before Jared introduces him on stage, it resonated with me. Anyways, so Grant was talking about like the way to touch people's life, you know, like how can you help people? If you have a business, for example, like what kind of different businesses do you have? Maybe you are offering different services, but what service that can your client afford and can do, you know? Like Grant talked about all the amazing services provided by Cardone Enterprises, from all the different programs, 10x sales system, 10x scaling system, the 10x are part of the real estate investments with the grant, the 10x health, all these different things, because like people will take what they need, you know, will take the service that they need. And for me, like that as a business advice is amazing. So when someone scales and goes to the next level, they need to incorporate and add another business that is pretty much in alignment with something that they have already been doing. And again, and that's amazing. And again, one thing Grant says, and then I'm gonna get it to you. He said something about, you know, he was asking if anyone has bad clients. I mean, of course, you will have good clients and you have bad clients too. And again, one thing that he really helped me out understand in a different level today is that, you know, when someone gives you a hard time, just refund them and never do business with them. Now, you and I do this, but we don't have a clear policy on it. Like, we don't have a clear policy on it, and something we need to create. Like, we can do 100% refund, but you never do business with us again. And I think that, although it sounds harsh, but it's the right thing to do. You want to help people who are ready to receive help, and they are ready to take their life and their business to the next level.
Yeah, 100%, Miriam. And here's the thing. Here's the reason behind this. You're not going to please everybody. So that's going to be impossible. Don't keep on trying to please everybody. It's it's just not going to happen, you guys. So that's why you do things like that, because there's just going to be people that no matter how much help them, no matter how much you do for them, no matter how much you show up for them, they're never going to appreciate
That's
it
crazy.
or use it or apply it or do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just how some individuals are. Unfortunately, I'm all for helping everybody,
Totally.
but I also and don't want to, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
don't worry about that. Don't interest in your product and service, and they're looking for something, and they want to be helped at least. All right,
totally.
the willingness to be helped, that's the first thing, right? So like that they actually are willing to connect with you and be around you and buy your products and services.
100%. So that was an amazing takeaway. You
Yeah.
know, it's like again, you want to help everybody, but again, certain people don't want to get help. And this is actually a mistake I fell into years ago. I wanted to help everybody, but some people are like it's like they are sinking, and you're trying to save them.
Hmm.
As you're trying to save them, they're trying to sink you with them.
Yeah, here's the life thing, like the life vest, and they're like, "Ah, I don't really want a
I
life
don't
vest."
know, but then let me grab you. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so that was one of my takeaways. Go
Yeah,
ahead. What's
I
your?
love it.
Yeah, so many. My God,
I do.
he's more prepared than me.
I am very prepared.
Good.
Now, so one of the people that was there is Ryan Reynolds. He is a very popular movie star, at least in America here.
Yeah.
And he's just a great person. And one thing that he said, although he's like a very creative person, one thing that he said is everyone sucks at the beginning. Everyone sucks at what they are doing at the beginning. So I don't want why you guys think that everything's just going to work for you perfectly the minute that you get started.
Mm.
You are going to be terrible at it. You're not
Mm.
going to be good at it. You're not going to know how to go live like this at first.
Yeah.
You're not going to know how to sell people at first. But the thing people fall into is they never get started because
True.
they're too afraid of, like being bad at it or getting judged.
Yeah.
That's probably the main thing is you are afraid of being judged. When in reality, like you say it's fear, but actually you're just afraid of what people are going to say about you.
Crazy.
And it doesn't really matter. So you're going to not be good at it at the beginning. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to even see it because there's 8 billion people on this planet. If the people that actually want you to win are going to be rooting for you, the people that aren't wanting you to win are going to show themselves. You want to know who those people are anyways.
Of course.
Okay, they're going to show themselves. So don't worry about it. Like guys, you just gotta get in the game. You have to get in the game, and if you have gotten to a certain level of success, you have to go do that again, right? Don't get comfortable with what success you've already had. So many people do that, and then a catastrophic event happens, and they weren't prepared for it because they
Crazy.
weren't in the game. They've been out of the game for so long.
Yeah.
So guys, like get in the game and go do the next thing. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to know how to do all the
Yeah.
perfectly componented things or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. Just get started on the next thing, whatever that may be for you. Okay. And my advice to you is it's never going to be perfect ever. You're always going to have to be correcting. And in fact, if you have told yourself there's nothing left to learn, you are now dead
Mm.
because there is so much more to learn in your life.
Absolutely.
And the minute that you say that, something's going to bite you from the behind and you aren't going to see it coming and you're going to be like, I can't believe this happened
Yeah.
to me. And you're going to be the little victim crybaby
Oh my gosh.
is what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to
Cardone
say.
will be saying, don't be a little. I'm not gonna say
Exactly.
the word. You
Exactly.
أكمل فرار, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bi. Yeah.
3 more letters you guys can guess. Okay, good. Amazing.
Go for it.
Okay, so thank you for sharing this, Alex.
you're
For me, the other I have is like Jimmy John.
Yeah.
Jimmy John, Harold, what's his last name?
It's Harold. I forget.
Yeah.
Harold, just Harold. It's Harold. It's a guy that's worth over $20 billion.
Yeah, excuse us, Mr. Harold.
20 billion.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I'm just sitting there and I'm looking, I'm like, and they're talking about, guys, I'm talking about when they say someone who started from nothing, it is from nothing. Like it is from really nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what people's excuses are. You know, like, oh, I don't have time, I don't have money, you don't have courage. That's the problem. The only reason Alex and I, we keep on winning is because we have something called courage. Courage means You do it regardless. You are sick, you're tired, you don't feel like it, it's not the right time. I was sitting and I'm listening to these two guys, and I'm like, wow, what is going on here? Like, what is the excuses people are coming up with right now? And again, Jimmy is 61 and Harold is like 79 or something. Okay, they're winning and they're still working, guys. Like, that's for me is so not only inspiring. This is literally what you need to do on this planet. You don't expire by a certain age, or you don't just go ahead and sit around thinking like, I'm gonna wait for the right time. Habibi, the right time is now.
It's always now.
It's always now. Okay, so I was listening to him like, oh my god, like this is amazing. But one thing Jimmy said,
Yeah,
was it how he started the business, and his father literally gave him money to start the business, and the fact that he became a billionaire, he said this, he became a billionaire, he didn't realize maybe until maybe 5 years later or something, because he was filled with service and helping people and taking responsibility for other people and really caring about taking their life to the next level and helping people as they go. Like your life will change because you're helping other people. Like, and you're genuinely helping people. You're giving them something, you know. You're not taking. There's some people who are just vampire. All what they do is take. How about you give? Grant mentioned it again yesterday. It's what Mr. Duggan taught him, Bob Duggan. Leave more than you take. If you just take, how about you gotta feel bad? By the way, I feel bad every time. Like, oh, we need to do
100%.
something. We need to keep doing things with Grant.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not because I really feel bad. It's because it's like, it's you wanna give more, because your life will change because you're helping other people win too.
Yeah.
You're winning and you also help other people win.
Yeah, and I want to like talk about something that you said that's very important. Some of you guys use your age, okay? Some of you guys use your age. Doesn't matter if you're using it for too young or too old. It's ridiculous. Okay? Martha Stewart wrote 101 books. 101.
Mashallah.
101 books. You haven't even written one of them, but that's okay because she wrote her first book. Get this, you guys. Her first book was written when she was 42.
Really?
Yes.
I missed that part.
Yes, 42. Martha Stewart yesterday.
Okay.
42 or 46. Like,
Wow.
it was later. It was after 40, you guys. So knock it off. Like, stop the madness.
Stop
There's
the
so many of them that had kids and they were on the grind. Okay, there's so many of them that didn't have any money. In fact, 78% of millionaires are self-made, meaning they started with nothing. They went and got the money from somewhere. And by the way, there's plenty of it on this planet. So don't stop telling your guys yourself that you don't have any money. You're too old. You're too young. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the biggest lie, guys.
Yeah. And you're telling yourself this narrative, which means story, over and over again. So you believe it. And you've sold yourself on that idea. Well, guess what? Change your mind. Change your mind about that, because if you keep telling yourself here that story for the rest of your life, it will stay that way. And not only that, it's actually going to get worse. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So the age thing, I just had to mention that because Martha Stewart.
I think age is a really a made up thing. Because Cardone, mashallah, it was his birthday. Happy birthday, Grant.
Happy birthday, Uncle G.
He's 67. And I was telling us, my God, imagine Cardone 10 years was gonna happen. In 10 years,
yeah,
with everything we've seen, with 10x health, with real estate, with everything, my God, it's literally gonna take 10x. Like, it's gonna just it's dominate. He said dominate, right? Dominate the space, create more space. What else you have there?
Yeah, 100%.
You have a lot of nice notes.
Yeah, so
I go spontaneously because I know I didn't take a lot of notes today, but there are certain things that really impinged on me. And the other thing is we're gonna get the recording for sure for the event. I need to hear it. Again. As much as you're hearing Be Obsessed or Be Average.
Exactly. So Miriam and myself, there's been times where like we like used everything to put back into the business or whatever it was, you guys. So the whole money thing is just like, you guys got to figure it out. So there's a way to figure it out. If you don't know how to figure it out, just reach out to us.
We'll help you.
Yeah, go to clearandconquer.com/contact. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, just DM us. But it's clearandconquer.com/contact. Someone from our team will help you. Okay. We'll help you guys. We'll personally take responsibility for your life.
I'll take care of myself.
Yeah, as long as you are wanting the help.
Totally.
Okay?
Willingness.
As long as you have the willingness to be helped, we'll help you guys. The people that don't want to be helped and you're like, my life sucks and I don't want to be helped. Can't help you, man, because you don't even want to be helped. So the next thing that I have for you guys is also from Ryan Reynolds, and it is perfection is the ruin to creativity. A perfectionism, whatever
Yeah.
you guys want to call it, the perfect thing,
Yeah.
the idea of being perfect is the ruin to creativity.
Crazy.
It is the ruin. You want to know where creativity comes from? It comes from being fully committed.
Let's go.
My most creative moments in my life was when I was like just hitting it hard and I was doing things really fast and I was not overthinking every little thing. The minute you start overthinking things, overcomplicating it, and calling yourself a perfectionist, perfectionist is just a fancy word for procrastination and you never get anything done.
Crazy.
Okay, so don't do that anymore. Take it from the guy that is a movie star, Ryan Reynolds, and so many other entrepreneurs. Every other entrepreneur on the stage basically said the same thing, including ourselves. We do not be perfectionists in our business or in our life or in our marriage. Ain't gonna happen. There's no such thing. Okay, I go for greatness. I go for things to be on the dot, and I go for perfection, but don't wait for the perfection to come.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a huge difference between those two things. But Ryan Reynolds said that, and he's absolutely right. Creativity is not going to come from trying to be perfect. Perfectionism is just going to kill the creativeness.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Wow.
You want another one?
I have one, but
You got one? Okay, go for it then.
the one.
Going off my list.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. For me, I also like had this other thing. Like there was this one moment. Again, some of my takeaways, by the way, are more like general. Like it's because of the whole experience. Sometimes you need to take out something you are familiar with, which is with yourself to go to the next level. Like
Bam.
which is reinventing yourself. Like what is the next thing? Like Mariam and Alex, we know what got us here with everything, money, success, the next, whatever we did, training, sleepless nights, whatever we had to do that you guys, sometimes some of you guys know what, some of you guys don't know, which is fine.
Yeah.
We know whatever got us here will not take us to the next level. You know, Grant Cardone finished 10 years of successful 10x growth conferences. He could have done another 10, 15. But he decided to end it at literally 10. You know, 10x, 10, you know, get it? Right? So it's just, it's so confident. It's when you are so confident on when you're headed in life, like you're gonna shed out, okay, good for me. I did this for this period of time. Let's go to the next level. Because you could staying where you are is very complacent. Like Alex and I, alhamdulillah, we're gonna continue the work, of course, in UAE as proud 10x business coaches in the United Arab Emirates, but also we're going to Saudi Arabia now. Yeah. You know, we could go, we're gonna go, you guys will see, we'll expand to Qatar, we'll expand to Kuwait, to Oman, to Iraq, right? We're gonna expand to Egypt. The vision is every single Arab country to have the information we have. That's my personal vision, right? And this is what we are going to be working on. Because there is always a next level to it. You cannot say, oh, I am happy with this, because you are responsible for every single person, and your impact should not only be the 20 people you can help. How about the whole planet? Yeah.
And if you can't do it for yourself at first, do it for the planet, do it for someone else, do it for your family. Like if you can't do these things and take these actions for yourself for some reason, if you can't go get money for yourself, then go do it for somebody else, right? Do it for the person that actually really needs it. Maybe that's you, I don't know, but like go do it for somebody else until you can actually start doing it for yourself, which brings me to the next point. I was going to do another one by Grant, but it's kind of going into the next point here. Yeah. Which is the later one I was going to use, but that's fine. Also Ryan Reynolds, because I was taking a lot of notes.
That guy was amazing.
Yeah. And he's very like, he's just like, he's pushed through and he's still like, he said something about continuing to enjoy life too at the same time, guys. So, yeah. But his point was, when I knew who I was, everything changed. Right. So when you know who you are and you know what you actually want out of life, I promise you everything changes. Totally. But you guys can't pretend like, you know who you are and then you don't know where you're going. Cause like if you know who you are and like like who you really are, you're gonna start figuring out what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if you're lacking one of those two things, they go hand in hand together, who you are and what you want. Like honestly, it's going to be very difficult for you. You're going to constantly be making wrong decisions. You're going to be finding the wrong people in life, like terrible people. I'm just going to tell you.
Let's be honest. I will be honest with you guys with that one.
And not terrible people, but like, yeah, it's not going to be good. Like, it's going to be one of them things. I don't know if terrible is the right word. Sorry. But like, you guys just got to know what you even want, where you're going. Because if you don't know that, if Ryan Reynolds didn't know that, you wouldn't have the movies Deadpool. For those of you guys that have seen those movies, he does a lot of Marvel movies. Like he's a rock star. Grant Cardone, you would not know him if he didn't know who he was, right? And even before, this goes back to what I just said. Even before these people knew who they were already taking action. All right. So regardless, if you know all the things that need to happen, they were at least moving in the direction of success and production and doing the things that they kind of knew that they wanted to do. Like they started going in a direction. So know who you are, know what you want out of life, and also like don't wait for things to just happen for you. You got to start going after it.
I love it.
Like now.
Exactly. It's like finding out who you are, huh? And again, that's on itself is like it's half the battle. Like, do you really know who you are? And when I ask you, who are you? That's an exercise I do. I help people find their purpose. And the first question is, who are you?
Yeah.
And when I say who are you, I'm not asking you, I didn't say what's your name. I say, who are you? Who are you? What can you do? What is your ambitions? What do you represent?
Mm-hmm.
How far can you go? Some of us, we look for the answers outside, where in fact the answers are within, but how many of us are actually really looking inside of us to find out who we really are?
Mm-hmm.
And and again, I'm not gonna say it's the only lucky ones who know. It is the ones who really intentionally look for answers can actually do that. And yeah, that's a beautiful takeaway from Ryan.
Yeah, and it's gonna take some work to find out who you are. Like you don't just like it's not something that just comes, well, I suppose it could, but like there's a process that Miriam has, like, and it takes some work. Like it takes some commitment and some work to put into it to actually find that out for yourself. Like it's not going to just like pop into your lap, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to go through, like Miriam has a 2-day process, which is very thorough. She's been doing this for over 10 years. And she's been helping people find their purpose. Like we've had so many people after they found their purpose, they got their dream job, they started their dream business,
Got promotions.
they got promotions, they grew their business even more. They found the right partner in their life. We have so many different success stories based off of this one program. But with that being said, it's so important to know those two things.
Speaking of purpose, by the way, commercial break. If you guys are interested in finding your purpose, I am doing an Alaska purpose retreat. This event is happening literally on April 4th and 5th in Alaska. It's going to be the last Alaska retreat we do. It's going to be in the beautiful state of Alaska. You spend 2 days with us, and we're going to help you not only find your purpose, but also strategize it, make money out of it, and live the life that you are supposed to be living, finding out who you are. It's going to take you 2 days. It doesn't take a lifetime to know who you are. Okay, guys? So this is why we just wanted to put that commercial break there.
100%. 100%. So the last thing, just one more point that I have from you guys, that's from Grant. That's not even in my notes, but like when you guys see a powerful individual or a powerful family that is actually ethical, they're doing the right thing for society, they are very powerful, right? Ethical, and I'm putting the ethics in there because you want to make sure that they are ethical
Absolutely,
people
100%.
and good people and like they're doing the right thing. But when you find those people, don't resent them, right? Don't think because, oh, they have a lot of money, they're greedy. No, they're the ones giving the money to charity, billions of dollars or whatever they're doing. They're the ones that are employing people. They're the ones that are giving back to their community the most. So guys, when you see those people, flow power to them, meaning like see how you can help them. Quit going up to a billionaire or someone that's like actually successful or has results and seeing what's in it for you. They hate that. Okay, you are going to lose their attention like that.
Yeah.
And not just the fact that they hate it, like flow power to them.
Yes.
Like they're doing a good, you see a charity that you like give $10. That's flowing something towards that charity. That's putting something there for that charity.
Yeah.
Just whenever you see powerful individuals, see how you can flow power to them, not take away from them.
Yeah.
right? Not just take, all about you. Miriam said this earlier, right? What's in it for you? What can they do for you? What can that person give for you? Okay, well, I guess it's just the you and you show, right? You
Yeah,
don't
that's
live without
crazy.
any other humans, apparently.
Yeah.
So what we do is we see how can I actually just give more power to Grant?
Exactly.
How can I give more power to Bob Duggan, which is worth he's worth like $14 billion. How can I give more power to uh, Harold Harold Hughes. He's worth like over 20 billion, whatever, right? How can I think, but for me, right? How can I give more power to those individuals, right? Because like I'd rather be with them instead of it just being about me. I'd rather contribute than just take. And that goes to also what Miriam said. Instead of always asking yourself, what can you get from the situation or the event or whatever you're doing? What can you give?
Mm,
Give more than you take.
yeah.
Like leave more than you take away
e-
from things.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of life, and again, it is you do more. You definitely do more, because by the end of the day, like, it's what Grant said, like, flow power to people who are really in power and want to do something better for the community. Like,
Yeah.
we're part of the 10X. We're not going anywhere.
Mhm.
Oh my God. In fact, we want to expand, we want to help, want to be part of something, part of this big global movement. We won this, we won this beautiful award at the 10X Growth Conference,
Mhm.
with our work as 10X business coaches in the United Arab Emirates. We're very proud of it. At the same time, we want to do more. We want to expand. We want to be part of this amazing movement, and want to go ahead and help Grant and the team, because this is not only Mariam and Alex show.
Yeah.
We have amazing group of people helping us and backing us. That's the word I'm looking for, right? And that's the beautiful thing about you, being in the right environment with the right people. It's like they're gonna help you.
Mhm.
Like, when people are in my environment, I'm gonna help them.
Yeah.
If the person is committed, they're willing to do the work, they're willing to invest in themselves, they are willing to say, Maryam, help me. Like, I want this, I'm all in. Same thing, like, again, because we know like what 10X can do for us and know what we're gonna do for others. It is like it's a full ecosystem. And when you get better, my friend, everybody around you get better.
Mm.
Everybody, every single person around you gets better.
Mhm.
But you have to get better yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I said it yesterday, but the last thing I'll leave with you guys is sometimes you're not going to feel like doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're going to feel like you don't want to help people for whatever reason. Just do it. Like you're gonna feel better about helping other people. But whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, or the thing that you actually want, or maybe you do want to come to Alaska with us, and for some reason you're like, oh well, I don't know. Like, look, it's never gonna be like the perfect situation. I'm gonna say that again. You're not always going to have the perfect amount of energy, or you're not always gonna be like fully rested, or whatever that even means. Like there's just gonna be times where you have to push through. And the most successful people on this planet, you ask any one of them, they're like, was it difficult, and how tired were you? They're probably asked like, why are you asking that question? But I guarantee you they were tired a lot of the times when they knew they had to do something, but they pushed through because they knew that there was going to be a great result on the other end. So no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on in your life, you have to push through to the things that God has actually given to you as your purpose.
Yeah.
Right? So like God gave you all these gifts, he gave you all of these things that you're equipped with. Now, shame on you if you don't use them, because he gave them to you to be used. He didn't give them to you because he felt like he wanted to. Like there's reasons why you have some things that other people don't. So use them. It's a gift to be able to work. It is a gift to be able to produce and get results. It is a gift, and it's one of the best fulfilling things on this planet is produce and doing things for others.
I love that, Alex. So with that
Mm.
being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the third series of the 10X Growth Conference recap. We came to you guys every single day since the beginning of the conference. It is the last one. It was actually sad for me to see it as the last one, because me, Maryam, personally, I have a very personal relationship with the 10X Growth Conference, because this is the very first event I've ever attended with 10X, and that was in February 2020, two weeks before the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
You know, Literally, it was the very first event. I left the event. I was very supercharged. I'm ready to conquer. And then that happened.
Mhm.
But guess what? That was the year that I made big decisions. That's the year I became a licensee. That's the year I met you. I
Mhm.
met you at the end of that year
Yeah,
at
that's
the
true.
10x at the 10x HQ.
Yeah, 2020.
End of 2020.
2020. Yep. Yep. Mhm.
And then by that time, it was my third event with 10x. I was the
Nice.
first GrowthCon, and then 10x Ladies with Elena Cardone, and then the third one was the Mastermind. And that's all what I want to say, guys. Sometimes it's sad to see something that you grow up with go, but you know there is always the next level,
Mhm.
and you should know this about yourself too. There is always the next level. If you choose to go after it, that next level will not come to your house.
Yeah.
You need to go for it. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go conquer. See you guys in the next one.
Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye bye.
Be great.